This poem is called His Grace in a Year of Pandemic. It was March 2020 when it all began, a pandemic of sorts that affects every woman and man. It was spring and the weather was quite bright. We thought this crisis would soon fade out of sight. Through weeks of isolation and restrictions that last, we dreamed of sunny days and times that were past. Where is God? We prayed that it would go, and summer saw infections to begin to slow. I pondered and questioned and wondered what would be. Then I remembered His grace is sufficient for me. As the autumn came, the wind began to roar, and with more deaths, infections began to soar. After the briefest of respite, more restrictions appear. Where is this going when the end seems so near? But Christmas is safe. If we behaved, it would be all right. Just keep on going, this season looks bright. But a darkness drew towards the Christmas tide. Our plans disintegrated as more limits applied. I pondered and questioned and wondered what would be. Then I remembered His grace is sufficient for me. One more lockdown in January, then it would be okay. But the cold blast of snow brought another long delay. Just as the snowdrops bring hope of a thaw, the vaccinations increased more and more. Yet schools remain closed and families far away. Will we ever get back to a normal someday? With a reminder of spring it brings on a tear, we still can't meet our grandkids, even though the daffodils appear. I pondered and questioned and wondered what would be. Then I remembered His grace is sufficient for me. As I look forward from the year that has passed, I'm wondering how long these restrictions will last. Will the summer bring hope and a season of joy, or will the autumn bring news of new measures employ? Will we meet our families in one single room, or will we still be talking to them through Zoom? Will our sweet fellowship be constrained by a screen, or will we be together? Seems like a dream. I pondered and questioned and wondered what would be. Then I remembered His grace is sufficient for me. Grace is like a river that flows through you and me, covering doubts and failures through Christ's love at Calvary. Grace has been my comfort for this dark journey through, my direction in despair and my joy when I'm feeling blue. I'm so aware of my weakness, it's Christ I'm needing more. When footsteps begin to waver, His grace keeps me secure. But the answers are not easy and these trials carry on. So why can't we worship together in one glorious song? Like me, you may ponder and question God too, but just remember, His grace is sufficient for you.